After term one's discussions, I thought what better place to record the first of the two videos I want to show you, but in my garden. I want to show you the growth of the plants that I had growing on the windowsill in my classroom. Let's start with that one. All right. The corn. Yeah, all right. Oh, look, it's grown so beautifully I can't even see you. All right, actually I can't see you anyway, but that's beside the point. Look, it's grown so nicely. It's not healthy and strong. The leaves are a bit yellow, but every single one of the male flowers has developed on the corn. I do remember saying to you that it probably wouldn't thrive because it's a springtime, summertime crop, and as the temperatures have got colder, it hasn't grown tremendously, but there's some growth. The root system has developed nicely. Remember, it would be a monocotyledonous plant. You remember that stuff? All right, one cotyledon, and so therefore it has an adventitious fibrous root system there. All right. I wanted to show you the beans. The beans were your dicotyledonous plants, but oh look there, they have not, ignore the plant I stole from Mr. Aronson's garden. They have not thrived, all right? As the temperatures have got colder, the beans have not thrived. I have watered them sufficiently, but there's still no serious growth there. And I did plant towards the end of the term another little pot of beans. And yeah, you know what? They haven't thrived. This pot, there's been no flowers, not one. All right. There was some discussion in term one about my garden. My garden has actually got all those, what do you call them, healthy plants that your parents try and get you to eat. That is something called Swiss chard, something like spinach. I've got spinach as well. I've got turnips. I've got beetroots growing in my garden. These are just the seedlings I'm showing you. I've got broccoli and cauliflower and cabbage and kale and beans. I'm just looking around trying to see what else I've got. All of those sort of things, you know. So yes, I've got some flowers as well, but hey, you know, those are actually less important because you can't really eat them. Well, for me, because I like eating things. So that's the vegetables, the stuff. What I actually wanted to show you, and I pulled that out, that's actually one of the radishes. Remember we had our pots of radish that were growing? What's been interesting for me to see is the colors of the radish. That one's white. That one's red. All right, and there's another white one in that pot, and then I've got another pot here of some seeds, and these are like a, I don't know, a purpley kind of color. So I'm going to actually leave them in there. I know I've pulled two out. I'm going to leave them in there to see if they flower, because if they do flower, and they should grow through winter, if they do flower, they'll go to seed quite nicely. But I'll keep you in touch about those.